Monday.
It really is.
We promised you that Open was going away, but it's really our fault.
Well, we forgot to write our lines into the show. We're normally supposed to have teases about the stories that we've got coming up, but we decided to.
I just totally forgot to go in there and do that.
I also don't want to forget the song either.
No,
the song
every now
gets
and then
stuck.
you need to hear the song.
You need to hear the song. You look marvelous today.
I feel like I should have lunch in Greenwich.
And with
Are you
mint
wearing
juleps.
monogrammed underwear today?
Actually, I am. My underwear is by Burberry's, but the rest of the outfit is by Palm Classic Apparel. They're in Litchfield County.
Do you think they'll have mint juleps for us today?
I think they might. And all week long, we are going to be wearing the company's clothing. It's in the historic village of New Preston, right on Route 202, and we want to thank everybody there. They're going to be bringing us some awesome clothes.
What are on your pants? What are these?
These are little elephants.
Little elephants.
As a matter of fact. And this is all Lily Pulitzer. They are the...
And who knew Lily Pulitzer? A lot of people know her for her pink and her green and her wild prints, but she actually has a fall line, and this is, you know, corduroys and things like that.
And if you watch tomorrow, we're going to have an entire fashion show of some of the other stores' clothing lines, but it is one of 90 stores in the United States that carries the full men's line of Lily Pulitzer, which is unbelievable. Do I not look good in this?
You do. Preppy is back.
I love prep. Well, I was a prep in high school, so I've never kind of lost it. I've always had my loafers, and now it's coming back.
You just need your white box.
I love white bucks, but I can't find them on sale. I refuse to buy them if they're not on sale, because one, I'm going to wear them 4 times a year.
Well, it's a good thing that I have somebody else's clothes to wear, because I certainly almost didn't have any of my own clothes to wear.
Tell us how your weekend was, Kara.
It was torrential.
What happened?
I went away to a wedding in Florida, which I have to say, congratulations to Mike Guerreri of New Milford and his lovely bride.
He used to work here at Channel 3.
Yeah, and the wedding was wonderful. That was great, except we brought Helena, so you're traveling with a baby. That's always a little stressful. And we come back, and Dennis is starting to fish around in his pockets and things like this as we're arriving in Hartford. He's like, yeah, don't you have the car keys? I'm like, no. He's like, oh. So I'm just letting it go. I'm like, okay, they're probably in the checked bag. It's been a little crazy. You probably just packed them, right? We go downstairs, no bags. Bags lost. So now we have no car and we have no bags. So we take a taxi and we go home.
You're kidding.
No, and then we call and they said, we have no record of your bags. They don't exist. We don't even know how this happened.
Is this a real story?
Yes, it's a real story. So then I said, you know what? I'm calling the airport operations. That's the people I use when I go to do a story. And I'm like, what can I do? Is there a secret? Anyway, I have to thank Phil from airport operations at Bradley and Sherry at the Delta Baggage. They eventually found it. And at about midnight last night, Dennis went back out to the airport for like the 3rd time because...
How'd you get into your house?
I had house keys.
Oh, thank God.
I had house keys, and we got the bags. My mother-in-law's bags are still missing.
And it rained the entire wedding.
It rained the entire wedding.
You should have stayed here in Connecticut. It was absolutely gorgeous. And speaking of gorgeous, the Yankees are still in it, playing gorgeously. They finally won a game yesterday because if the Cleveland Indians. I'm so bad at sports. Don't laugh at me. If the Cleveland Indians had won, they would have swept them, just like every other pennant series that's going on.
But the Red Sox are still doing well.
The Red Sox won, so they've clinched it. They're going further. But the Yankees, they have to win continually, and they won last night, so that's good news. It was all in the Bronx, and it was a lot of fun. Because they say if they don't win...
But Joe Torre might still get fired over this if he doesn't do well.
So every year he's going to get fired. They're not going to fire Joe Torre. I don't care what George Steinbrenner says. They're going to keep Joe Torre forever and ever. And also, speaking about sports, did you hear what happened in Chicago?
This is so sad. I mean, can you imagine? And it was so hot there, 90 degrees, running a marathon. They always pick October because it's cooler.
Right.
It was so hot, water wasn't available apparently, and a runner died.
A 35-year-old runner named Chad Schreiber actually died.
Of Michigan.
Of Michigan, and it was 88 degrees, broke records. We've had record-breaking heat here in the Northeast, and unfortunately, they had to cancel the race halfway through. They actually got in helicopters above the race and told the runners to stop midstream.
Just stop running.
Just stop running.
And he was a police officer.
He was. You know, you never know what happens. So our hearts go out to that family out there in Chicago. But boy, it was hot over the weekend. 89 degrees here on Saturday. It's probably warmer here than it was in Florida.
It was about the same.
Crazy.
The weather was better here than it was in Florida.
And Baywatch beauty Pamela Anderson got married. Did you go to her wedding?
I didn't. I wasn't invited.
Look at what she wore for her wedding, Kara.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's a white.
Is that black?
I think it's a white denim miniskirt with a black top. I'm not quite sure what she was wearing or what she was thinking, but I think she's had a little work done.
She married Paris Hilton's ex, the one that became famous from that sex video. Oh, those are shorts. Those are hot pants, I think.
Those are, on top she's got something going on too, and I don't think those are real. I don't think any of it is real. Oh, look,
no.
look at me on my wedding day. Isn't a touch of class? Yes, as Pam Anderson continues. Well, we've got a lot coming up on the show today.
Yes, we are going to show you the best places to see the fall foliage in Connecticut. We have our own local expert here.
I'm so excited about this. Plus, coming up, my mother and I are back in the kitchen. We are going to be making some pepper steak, which is awesome.
Not this kitchen.
No,
this is how to
great
redo
kitchen.
that 70s kitchen on a budget.
That is so awesome. We're going to be right back with more of Better Connecticut right after. Look, there's the pepper steak. I'm so excited.
Maybe you brought some for us this time?
Can you believe my mom is 75 years old?
No.
Doesn't she look terrific?
Your day just got better. Better.tv is you and who you aspire to be. It's better fashion, trends, and relationships. Better.tv is an exciting internet television network